It has started.
Good morning, one and all. On behalf of DLDAV Model School, I welcome our guest, Ms. Richa Agarwal, to Infinitum 2021. Now I request Gangesh to offer a bouquet of flowers to ma'am. Gangesh, we are very grateful to you, ma'am, that you took out time to guide our students. Children, Miss Richa Agarwal, an alumnus of our school, batch 1993, is a famous counseling psychologist. She is an expert not just in career counseling, but also myriad subjects from parent counseling, anger management, de addiction, and many behavioral issues. She has conducted numerous workshops in different schools and hospitals of Delhi and NCR. So, children, today Richa ma'am is going to help you make wise decisions for a bright future.
Thank you,
Gangesh,
Chandan.
you're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah,
Gangesh, you're present. Okay, fine. Yes, you can stop presenting now. Ma'am, it's over to you.
yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful introduction. And welcome to all the students who are, aspiring to be a good human being and be good in their careers. As you all know, that today's topic is, let me share the screen first. Just a moment. Just a moment. Give me a second. No, I just lost the screen. To give me a second, ma'am, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do with this. Okay. Is the screen visible now?
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet. It's not coming up. So I think we should start up now. The screen is not showing. Okay. That's fine. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am, it's presenting.
Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah. So as we all know that today's topic is how to choose the right career path for yourself. So students, there comes a time of confusion in life of almost every individual. And even we also face the same thing. So many times you were, fogged with so many ideas. I want to become this, I want to become that. So you have interest in one subject, have the ability to perform, your aptitude is not matching what you want to do, and sometimes you are just pressurized by the society, pressurized by your parents, what they want you to become. Also sometimes you want to be in that field in which your friend is opting for, because he is the best friend since beginning and you want to continue being the friend of that and you don't want to miss that. So, and sometimes somebody will come and say, some relative of yours will come and say, okay, he is so tall, I think he should go ahead and become a model. He draws so well, I think he should become an architect. So these kind of things. And also some parents, they really want that you should become a doctor. And since beginning, when you are small, since beginning, they try to put those things in your mind. Okay, you will become a doctor once you grow up, and so you are bounded with that, only limited to that boundary, and not able to go further and explore further. And you yourself decide, okay, ठीक है, it's fine, मम्मी पापा भी ये चाहते हैं, मुझे भी लगता है यही ठीक है मेरे लिए, and you go ahead and move ahead with that thing. So there are so many things which create that fog in front of you. And pursuing a career with these doubts in mind can lead to very, very harmful effects in long run. It may lead to frustration. It may lead to, you know, so that is why it becomes really very important that we need to choose wisely what we are going to pursue in our near future. So there are two important days in your life. One, the day you are born, and the other day when you decide why you are born, reason of your being. So there is, a city in Japan. It is known as Okinawa. I just it's in Okinawa, Japan, where the people, they follow their ikigai. This is not going ahead. Let's leave the presentation. We'll do it like that. So where the people, they follow their passion and they live a very good life. At why the research went on that in that city, because the people there, they lived 100+ years, and also they had, a happy life, healthy life. Rarely they have caught up with any kind of disease in their life. So it is because why? Because in that city, people believe that pursuing your passion is what will make you happy, because you have to work 40 years, or maybe if I talk about 50 years at an average throughout your life, a human being works to gain an earning, to have that financial benefit, to have that social benefit. So just think, if you go ahead moving with that thing which you are not liking, which you don't love, and you are burdened with that work which you have to go for 9 to 5 or a full day working job. So in that case, it is very important. That is why they follow that passion, and they really, really are living a wonderful life and healthy life. So passion, what is passion actually? It is actually the interest plus engagement. It is like exactly like one part is interest and other part is engagement. So which creates an, just think about this thing as in, when you are really passionate about doing something, you are both interested in doing it, and you think about it, maybe you read about it, maybe you get engaged in it. Suppose you are passionate about your drawing skills, suppose you are passionate about giving a speech. If I talk about myself, I am passionate about my this job. So what I do to get myself acquainted with all the latest technology, it is, I just read blogs, I write, I do lots and lots of reading, I do research work, and I watch many videos and do ample. And it is not that I feel burdened, I enjoy doing it. So do something which you really, really enjoy. And in today's session, we will learn technically how to find our passion, our ikigai. So, yeah. So ikigai is basically what? Ikigai is, it is comes in 4 components, divided into 4 components. First, what you love. Actually, what you love doing, what you are good at, what you can get paid for, and what the world actually need, how you can contribute. So passion consists of the intersection between what you love and what you are good at. When these two things, you have things in common, then you will discover your passion. So I would suggest that you should have a paper and pen in front of you, so that we can, move across and try to know more about ourselves. So in today's session, we are going to work upon 2 aspects of our choosing a career path. One is to discover what we actually love, and other to discover what personality type we carry. So please, students, I would request you to have a paper and pen with you. Make a quadrant like this. This is known as a passion quadrant. In this, you just divide it into 4 parts as it is shown in the picture. Just see like what you love. and write down for the first thing what you love and what you are good at. So for this, if you really want to get to know about this thing, you just write, like if you know it yourself, then it's fine. Otherwise, you can ask your friends, you can have a feedback from your parents, you can, what so like are you good at dancing, are you good at whatever it is, just write it down in your quadrant 1. Then come to the next quadrant. If you have done writing, just go to the next quadrant, what you don't love but you are good at. Supposingly you are good at doing cooking, you are doing at organizing, but you really don't, you feel a burden if your mother asks you to do, please organize it, please keep your room organized. You know how to do it very well, but you won't be able to, you don't love it actually. So next quadrant comes this. Then we comes to the third quadrant, that is you love but you are not good at. So what you love, like if you love dancing, if you love writing, if you love um, drawing, and but you love doing it, but you are really not good at doing this, so write down those things in the third quadrant. And then we switch on to the fourth quadrant, the things which you neither love nor you are good at. So just find out what things you love and you neither you love and nor you are good at. So just write it down, all the four quadrants. You can make a briefing here and we can share it here and discuss it here, and if you want you can note down the things and just we can discuss it afterwards also. So suppose a girl is very good at drawing, but and she has a passion of going into designing and just hone her skills. By honing her skills, by working upon those skills, she would be able to get that sharpening of her skills, and then she can perform better in that. So once we are done with that, this thing really requires deep investment and learning. So I feel no one wants to follow that same old traditional path of going to school, then job, then marriage, then kids, as we have seen our parents doing it. So invest some of your time and find your passion, and then move ahead with doing that thing. So, and first thing to go ahead with this is just you have to identify those things and focus. Identification can be done once you have got that thing in writing, and please, I would request, don't rush on anything. Just give ample time to whatever the skills and whatever the things are there in your mind. So if any one of you want to share like their input on what you love and you are good at, kindly please move ahead and we can see that if you want to discuss, any one of you.
Yes, students, is there anyone who would like to speak?
Okay, let's move ahead. See, once you have worked upon what interests you have, sometimes it happens, children, that you don't even know, like you have the lack of knowledge of fields, like what fields you can go. If you're opting for science, what options are there? If you're opting for commerce, what options are there? So you lack that knowledge, and that because of that lacking, you just skip to the conclusions. Okay, this is the thing which I do. So please do deep study about this, and once you are out with 4 or 5 options, it is not mandatory that you will end up with only one thing. So you can end up having 4 to 5 options in both, and then while you are working on those 4 or 5 options, just try to get, ample knowledge about what if you supposing you choose for science, suppose you chose for drawing and for designing, but you are not clear about the aspect whether you want to go for fashion designing, dress designing, whether you want to go for product designing, because design in itself has a ample amount of fields. Fashion communication, we have like industrial designing, then there's so many things. So once you have got that knowledge, okay, my area is I want to go for designing, then once you have got that information, you just do research on that, meet the people who are there this is very important. We always miss this step, and this step is so important in order to know that whether you feel it is. I understand that every individual is different, but how you will feel when you will be taking that job. Suppose you opted for product design, you go and meet such people. If you have in your family, if you know somebody who's friends, we have so much big circle, each and every circle have different kind of people who have different professions. So go and meet. And these days internships are available. Do internships of 15 days. Suppose you have chalked down 5 things, do internship of 10 days in each and every field. Once you'll get into that vacation part, utilize that vacation part, because see, all your whole life will depend on what you decide, what you are going to do with your career. So once you have done that research work, once you've done that thing, so that will really give you clarity. Think that time in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3, as we have discussed, what you love and are good at, and you love but not good at. So try to focus your more time on those quadrants throughout your life. So once you've done that, then you will be very clear on the things which you are going to see. Supposingly, if you are not getting that clarity in one go, see, you have opted for designing, so you're taking arts or you're taking science. Once you've taken that subject, then you have another 2 years to think about, another 2 years to decide what else, what all opportunities are there and which one suits you. Try to see how you find yourself 10 years from now, where you see 5 years from now, and you will really get a very clear picture in front of you. So this is one step which we can follow while we are deciding on our career, on our passions. See, and the next step which we would go to is our personality type. What is our personality type? This will let you know a lot about yourself. Sometimes we are just moving and living and just going ahead as one day is coming. We don't even realize where we stand. We don't even realize what we are actually. So this is a very simple exercise. Although personality types have 16 kind of personality types are there, but since in this interactive workshop it was possible to put that only 4 aspects I can put here, then we can work more upon how exactly our personality. There is no black or white in our personalities. It is, some can be in between also, but we have these 4 quadrants. So just see, when I'm saying, you just write it down to yourself, where do you think you fall in the quadrant? Like, are you outgoing? Do you love to be center of attraction? Do you rule the party? Do you lead the conversation? Are you outgoing type of a personality? Are you a reserved kind of a personality? You just drag yourself out last minute. You just absorb conversation. See, this is not a strength. Neither of the type is a strength or a weakness. These are just types. And I know there are no extremes. As I have said, no black and whites. It is all about to find a dominant trait, what trait we have in our mind. So why? Because it will help us in deciding the career. Why? Because see, if we want to be a singer, but our dominant trait is that we don't want to come in front of stage. We have that fear in us. So we have to get to know whether whatever career we are deciding, it goes along with our personality or not. Then once you have chosen this, is anybody out there want to portray something, like want to write down whether you are reserved or whether you are outgoing. You want to share it in the chat box, so you can share it. Then next comes, are you people oriented? Always think about whether the people are enjoying, whether they are having fun or not, or whether this is like the thing which you are doing is making people happy. Are they getting into interaction with you? And the second thing, second aspect of this is the task oriented. You want to just meet your deadlines, you want to finish up the task, you want to dominate the conversation, you want to do everything on time, on deadline, want to be organized. So based on these two types, the type of reserved and outgoing, then second lot is task oriented and people oriented. So based on these, it is divided into 4 personality types. First is, if you are task oriented and outgoing, that means you dominate the conversation, you direct the audience, you lead groups, you love teamwork, you work on deadlines. Making things happens is what is you believe in, and plan and stick to the thing which you have made for already. So if you fall into this category, you may be, I'm just giving you 2-3 examples. You have so many options to explore. You can be a manager, you can be a consultant, you can be a banker. So in this, if you are, and these type of personality type people are dominant personality types. Then next comes, are you outgoing and people oriented? So in that case, you like to speak, you want to talk, you want to negotiate, you want to bring in the change, you generate new ideas, you nurture other people, you know what you are doing. So that falls into the category of, you can work in media, you can go for, you can be a motivational speaker, you can be into news and magazine. So this is outgoing and people oriented. These kind of people are inspiring people. So please be very slow and very kind to yourself while you are getting these things in place and getting to know about yourselves. Take your own time, invest lot of time to know about your personality type. Then it then comes reserved. Are you a reserved and a task oriented person? So in that case, you look for details in every single thing. The focus, the quality and perfectionism is there. So you will work on quality. So this kind of people, they fall in a collective group, and they can go into technical fields. They're they can become coders, computer engineering, in which the technicality is required. Then last, the fourth one is reserved and people oriented. You are supportive, stable, you are, you here also you work on teamwork, and these kind of categories comes under psychiatrist, psychologist, health workers, a doctor, any kind of, where you have that kindness, that feeling of connectivity with people. So that if you are falls into that category, it will it will be known as supportive kind of a factor thing. So these are the 4 kind of personality types which we can work upon and let know about ourselves. So we need all these 4 personality. There is nobody who is completely dominant, who is completely inspiring, who is collective, who is supportive. All little of everything is required, but main point of conducting this exercise is just to know in which category you have those dominant traits, so that based on that and based on what ability we have, what aptitude we have, we are able to get into choose that care path which we are passionate about and which we will love doing and never regret. So if there is any confusion and you're not able to find options for yourself, then the best thing is to go ahead and get that career assessment done. It is very important because your whole life will depend on that thing. So in which you will have that psychometric analysis. There would be a personality assessment in which majorly your personality assessment would be revealed to you, your aptitude, whether whatever you are thinking you want to do, would you be able to perform that, would you be able, you have the ability to perform that task or not. Supposingly you want to be an engineer but you don't have that mathematical skills in yourself, you don't have aptitude for that. So in that case, you really need to look at the other options. So there are many questions in those career assessment tests which has been developed by many psychologists and many counselors. And while giving that assessment, there will be clarity in your mind about yourself, your interest, your ability to perform, your career options. As I had discussed, that there is so much lack of information in students, so you will be flooded with lots and lots of career options which you have never even thought of, which you have never even seen also. Maybe some of you must have, but in some cases you may not have been. So it's not that what you have decided now will be the part of your life throughout and you cannot change it. Change is, inevitable. You can have that change anytime in your life, but it's always better that once we are starting, we are, because in 10th class, that when you switch off to 11, that would be a big change in your life. So better we just analyze and then move ahead with what we are aspiring for. So actually, there are certain things which we should keep in mind while we will decide. To sum up this session, I would tell that like you have to say that what are my favorite professional activities and hobbies, what subjects interests me more, what are my abilities and strengths. Analyze your skills, analyze as much as you can. As I had told you, like, try, and once you've figured out what 4 5 options has come into your way, just try to find out what other ways you can, uh, uh, learn about what you will love in your near future, what you will really love to do. And especially when you are doing that thing, you are so much engaged that you don't even understand that you're working for your career, or whether you are just investing your time in what you are loving doing. So ask your friends and family about yourself. How do they think they will in what fields do they think that you can explore better, and in what fields they are really very, these are the people who will let you know, like, what they see you as an individual. And once you will go on individual aspect of it, you will really get clarity on what. And mind you, don't, it is okay, you can ask your friends and families, but you just it is you who will decide what you are going to do. So take advice from others, know what they feel about you, but make your own personal decision. Don't depend on what they are saying, and what completely, not completely on that. This is one aspect which you should know, like what they think about you. So the main things, this we are coming towards the last of this session. Main things to keep in mind while you choose your ikigai: choose a task that is challenging enough, focus on the process, and just give your 100% to whatever you have decided. Don't think the results, when the results would come. Results would definitely come. Some students, they come to me, please guide me towards that career which will give me money, which have lots and lots of scope. See, scope is everywhere, but for every individual it depends on their capability to do it. जो भी करोगे स्कोप मन से करोगे, अपना 100% दोगे, फोकस्ड रहोगे, हिलोगे नहीं, और पेशेंस रखोगे, then nothing wrong will go with the career choice you have made. A day will come when you will reach the heights, reach the targets which you have aspired for, which you have thought for. It may take you 2 years, it may take you 3 years, it may take you 4 years, but be adamant, be strict on what you're doing. Maybe check on where you are going wrong. That comes in afterwards thing, when you will feel those things. But to give you a better picture of that case, in that case it may happen. So please stick to what you have thought, what you think you are good at, what you think that you are capable of, what you think your personality type will help you in, and go ahead, give your 100%. Then डू नॉट डोंट थिंक. कई बार बच्चे क्या होता है, वो सोचते हैं कि साइंस ले लिया, बायो भी ले लिया, ओके ठीक है मैं मेडिकल भी दे देता हूँ, मैं इंजीनियरिंग भी दे देता हूँ. नो, दैट विल नॉट लीड यू टू एनीवेयर. कोई बात नहीं, देना ही तो है, आई विल जस्ट गिव द एग्जाम, एंट्रेंस दे देता हूँ जिसमें, बट इट विल डिस्टर्ब द फोकस. once you are fixed on what you want to do, you will definitely reach the point. But you have, if you divide that into two parts, then your focus will definitely be gone. So surround yourself with friends, good people who motivates you, who think that okay, take the criticism from them, but they who don't get bullied by anyone, and follow that routine. Be physically fit, connect with nature. Please, it is important that you focus on your career, but focus on your physical being as well as mental well-being. So all these things keeping in mind, you can move ahead, and that would really give you a good clarity. And if suppose you have any questions, any queries, you can contact me after. You can take the number from the teacher and contact me afterwards also if you feel so. Thank you so much for that. Any questions? We are open for questions now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was such an enlightening session. But our students are already ready with the questions for you.
Okay.
Right? So I would invite first Riya Kumar. Riya, please ask your question.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I am
Good
Riya
morning.
Kumar, and I would like to ask two questions. How to overcome our anxiety during exam or even during giving a presentation, and how to avoid distractions while studying?
That's a really good question, Riya. And I think many students will benefit from this. See, first part, going to your first question, how to release that anxiety before exam and before giving any kind of presentation. See, little bit of anxiety is Riya, try to understand this thing. Little bit of anxiety is really important for you to perform better. But if it is bothering you, first thing is prepare yourself well. Don't leave things, it is very important to maintain a structure, follow a routine. And suppose you have a science subject, you have 20 chapters coming in that, so divide your three days for each and every subject. Once you have done that, management kind of management of topics which you have. Suppose you have 5 subjects, you have to, and you have exams in another 1.5 months. Try to structure, you have these many days, this is this topic I'm going to cover. Don't be rigid on that, but you can be flexible. But it will really help you out once you have a structure for your exams. So preparation is the best key, to put that anxiety at behind and not giving you trouble in that case. And same goes for presentation. Suppose you have a presentation to give, you are anxious, like how will I perform on stage, maybe I'll forget whatever I have to speak, maybe something, many questions you get flooded with, and it is very normal. This will come, this will definitely come. But what you can do is you just practice on that. Like suppose you had made the structure of your presentation, this would be the structure of my presentation. Practice it. Suppose you have 2 friends who you are very close to, or you have any blood sibling or parents, just present in front of them before giving the real presentation. Give it in front of them. And if you're anxious about giving that, stand in front of the mirror and start speaking whatever you want to go for the presentation for. See, once you will get, जब आप ये वाला स्टेज पास कर जाओगे ना कि मैं एक बार बोल रही हूँ, 2 बार बोल रही हूँ, तो आपके अंदर वो कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप होगा. एंड रिपीटेड, आप देखते हो ना आपके स्कूल में स्टेज परफॉर्मेंसेस होते हैं कितने सारे, तो क्या से प्रिपरेशन होती है, टीचर्स उसको बार 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 कितनी बार उसकी प्रैक्टिस होती है. आज हमारी सेमीफाइनल है, अब फाइनल रिहर्सल है, अब फाइनल प्रेजेंटेशन होगा. तो देन यू गेट द रिजल्ट, जो एकदम एक्चुअल रिजल्ट आता है. ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपको हर प्रेजेंटेशन में ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. जब आप इतना हैबिचुअल हो जाओगे, तो जब आप धीरे धीरे यू गेट यूज्ड टू इट, एंड फिर आपको वो एंजाइटी भी खत्म हो जाएगी. ठीक है, व्हाट वाज योर सेकंड क्वेश्चन, रिया?
I asked that how to avoid distractions while studying.
राइट. डिस्ट्रैक्शन के लिए यू जस्ट एक कॉर्नर रखो घर का जिसमें आप पढ़ाई के लिए रखते हो. जैसे वी हैव अ बेडरूम टू स्लीप ना, ऐसे ही हमारी स्टडी का कॉर्नर आजकल क्या हो गया है, कोविड के चक्कर में सब लोग जो है ना बेड पे ही लेटे हैं, वहीं खा रहे हैं, वहीं पे पी रहे हैं और वहीं पे ही काम कर रहे हैं. क्लासेस भी वहीं अटेंड हो रही हैं. सो मेक इट सी इट मतलब इनिशियल लेवल फर्स्ट स्टेप लेने में आपको दिक्कत होगी, लेकिन बाद में आपको बिल्कुल कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. एक स्टेप लोगे कि आप एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड डे बनाओगे ना, कि क्लास में बैठ रहे हैं तो हम यूनिफॉर्म पहन के बैठे या तैयार होके बैठे. इट इज नॉट कि आंखें मल रहे हैं, उठ गए और क्लास में बैठ गए, टीचर बोल रही है यस मैम सोते सोते बोल रहे हैं. तो यू हैव टू मेक दैट स्ट्रक्चर इन योर डे. जब तक वो एक रूटीन मेरा, हर चाहे वो कोई एज ग्रुप हो, 50s में हो, 60s में हो, 4 साल का बच्चा हो, आप लोग की एज ग्रुप को, वन एडवाइस इज हमेशा आपका डे स्ट्रक्चर्ड होना जरूरी है, बहुत जरूरी है. एटलीस्ट सम थिंग्स लाइक स्लीपिंग टाइम, waking up time, your dinner time, lunch time, breakfast time, half an hour, 45 minutes of physical activity. These are all the things which need to be put in your structure. And above all, maintaining that screen time, which is going haywire for everyone. जरा सा हम बोर होने लगते हैं, जरा सा खाली होते हैं, हम स्क्रीन पे चले जाते हैं. So how to get distracted? I think you are concerned about your screen time. You are getting distracted from phones and social media, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
तो उसके लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो, फोन की जो एक तो ग्रे स्केल पे रखो उसकी फोन को, नोटिफिकेशंस ऑफ रखो. नोटिफिकेशंस कभी ऑन, जब आप देखोगे तो आपको विजिबल हो जाएगा ना कि आपको क्या मैसेज आया, क्या वो है. हाँ, जो इम्पोर्टेंट है उनको आप ऑन रखो. लाइक सपोज क्लास का आपको मिलना है, तो क्लास का आपको उसके लिए आप पिंग ऑन रखो. अदरवाइज हर उसके लिए वो रखो. कलर्स जो है ग्रे स्केल पे रख दो तो अट्रैक्टिव नहीं रहेगा. जो भी आपके सोशल मीडिया एप्स हैं उनको कहीं ना कहीं इंटीरियर्स में डाल के रखो, उसके होम पेज पे मत रखो फोन के. वॉट एवर, बी इट फेसबुक, बी इट इंस्टाग्राम, सो दैट वेन एवर यू हैव टू ओपन इट, यू हैव टू टेक दैट जर्नी टू dig deep into your phone, put that password on, and then you'll get access to that. So this would be a great help to avoid distraction. And whenever you are studying, focus, keep your things, pani ki bottle rakha, you just keep your books there, keep pens there, so that you don't have to get up again and again and leave and get distracted because of that. And keep your phone, any kind of phone or device, on off mode and keep it away from you, not in your room where you are studying. So these are the things I think they may help you in managing.
Ma'am, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, next question is from Manasvi Gupta.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I am Manasvi, and ma'am, I would like to ask 2 questions. Ma'am, but first question, what are some of the best ways to manage time efficiently during online classes? And the second question is, which stream should we opt for, the one in which we get good marks or the one we are actually interested in?
Okay. I'd like to give the answer to the second one first.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. See, you yourself had the answers. The journey we took through this session, always follow the things which interests you. Don't run behind marks. This is what we have been taught. It's not your mistake. It's been taught to us. How whenever we get good marks, we get appreciation from our parents, we get appreciation from our teachers. Everyone will stand in the class and clap for you. Okay, she got 99 marks, she is the topper of the class. But getting good marks is not the only thing which you are aspiring. Abhi, down the line, after 10 years, it won't even matter how much you scored in your 10th class. It will not matter. जब आप 10 साल बाद, कोई नहीं पूछने वाला आपसे कि आपके कितने नंबर आए थे. What would matter you where you are after 10 years? Kahan ho aap? What actually you are doing with your life? That will matter. So how will you achieve that? Once you will follow your passion, you will achieve that. That is the only way to achieve that. कुछ बच्चों को ये भी प्रॉब्लम होता है कि मैं ये करूंगी तो मुझे इसमें पैसे ज्यादा मिलेंगे. क्या करोगे? पैसे ज्यादा मिलेंगे, ठीक है, आपने बहुत सारे इकट्ठा करके रख भी लिया. हाउ वुड इट मैटर? यू आर ड्रेनिंग योरसेल्फ फिजिकली because you are working like hell every single day. So what is important is doing what you love to do, you enjoy. That means you're not working the whole year of your life, you're just enjoying. It is just doing that. So please focus on what you love to do and what you're good at. And the best way out is to just, explore yourself more and more. And this is the right time to do that. Go yourself into interview yourself. अपने आप का इंटरव्यू लो कि तुमको क्या अच्छा लगता है. What do you think? See, अब तक आपको थोड़ा तो आइडिया होगा कि मुझे डांस की तरफ रुझान है या मेरे को किस तरफ I love doing that. So go and focus on that. That will really help. And the first question, managing time. Managing
Yes, ma'am.
time, make a to-do list. To-do list for every single day. That will really, really help you. Making a to-do list, suppose you have online classes, okay? आपके पास online classes के लिए you have supposedly 9 start होता है and 1 end होता है, okay? Then you take rest, you have your lunch, then you have lots and lots of tuitions piled up, that too online. ठीक है? Suppose you have 2 hours tuition in next half of the day. So वो next half day का वो 2 hours वो भी निकाल दिया, 9 to 1 का ये time निकाल दिया. Because these things are fixed which you have to do every day. Then you have to ऐसे जैसे मैंने रिया को बताया कि you just fix कि morning में आप कितने बजे उठोगे, राइट में आप कितने बजे सोओगे, कितना घंटा आप स्क्रीन टाइम दोगे. आई एम नॉट सेइंग नॉट डोंट इंक्लूड द स्क्रीन टाइम व्हिच यू आर स्पेंडिंग ऑन द क्लासेस. Apart from that, how much time you have to give to your screen for your personal entertainment. And if you don't like that, then it's a blessing for you. If you don't get like that to be on social media and to be on phone like that. So like when once you've done that, then you just try to figure out how many hours are left in your day. जब वो hours आपको पता है कि every day you have these much of hours, 45 minutes मेरा physical exercise का है, 1 hour मेरा जो है I'll spend with family, उनके साथ मील करना है, कुछ भी करना है, डिनर है, जो भी है, whatever. और फिर उसके बाद जो टाइम बचता है उसके अंदर आपने अपनी पढ़ाई, सेल्फ स्टडी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन कट डाउन ऑन ट्यूशंस बट यू कैन नॉट कट डाउन ऑन सेल्फ स्टडी. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको सेल्फ स्टडी का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है इतना सारा होने के बाद, या तो अपना स्क्रीन टाइम कट करो या अपनी ट्यूशंस कम करो और अपनी सेल्फ स्टडी पे ध्यान दो.
Okay,
ठीक है ना?
ma'am.
तो वो जब करोगे देन यू विल रियलाइज कि अब मेरे पास ये टाइम बचा. जब स्ट्रक्चर रखोगे ना, एक्चुअली क्या होता है जब आप कहीं जा रहे होते हो, यू प्लान हॉलीडे एंड यू आर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग अ ब्रीफ केस फॉर योरसेल्फ. अगर आप सब कुछ ऐसे ही कपड़े डाल दोगे उसमें, कुछ भी फिट नहीं होगा ढंग से. Many things will be रह जाएंगी काफी चीजें. So what you do, you put big chunks first and then small things you just try to adjust in between the clothes. Same way
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have to go ahead with this. Big chunks, like what is more important, what is on priority, your classes, your self-study, your physical activity. These things are more important. Fit those things in your day first. And then try to put that screen time and other things. Then you try to adjust in that. That is the best way to manage your time.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Next question is from Brinda.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Brinda.
Ma'am, my first question is, what will be the benefit of getting good percentage in PCB if the colleges are given on the basis of NEET exam?
Your voice is not clear, Brinda.
Ma'am, is it clear now?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I was asking, what will be the benefit of getting a good percentage in PCB if the colleges are given on the basis of ranks in NEET exam?
And ranks on the NEET exam.
Yes, ma'am.
I think, is there any such thing come out that colleges will give on NEET
Yes,
basis
ma'am.
of
I
NEET?
have searched on that.
Okay. So in that case, I am not aware of the fact. Maybe in that case, it's been not been in the like in the loop right now. It's just been thought of, I think. अभी ऐसा
Uh,
हुआ तो नहीं है ना?
no, ma'am. Actually, I've done research. So here there was showing that you will be given colleges on the basis of your ranks in NEET exam, like
See, if the
AIMS.
colleges are being going to given on that basis, then you'll have to appear for NEET if they are following that structure. But that is not right thing to go ahead with that. I think so. But if the option, see, you know you have your target to reach to a college. Whatever path you have to follow, you will have to follow them. If it is through that, then you have to appear for NEET, and then you can move ahead with that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Ma'am, next question is from Tarushi.
Yes, Tarushi.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Tarushi.
Ma'am, I want to ask you two questions. My first question is, can I compete with those students who start taking coaching classes from different institutions from class 8th onwards? And ma'am, my second question is, if I take PCM, then which subject will help me with competitive exams and job interviews?
If you want to appear for
PCM.
no, let me answer the first question first, then we'll come to the second
Okay,
question,
ma'am.
right? Okay. See, you said the children who have started preparing earlier in this age. It's not about competition with other children. It is competition within yourself. How much better you can bring in yourself each and every single day. That would matter. Nothing would matter if you're competing with a student. Suppose you have a friend who has the same thing and she's getting 92 and you're getting 91 or 82 and 81. So don't compete with your friend. Compete with what you are now and what you would be tomorrow. Why, how can you do that? You can do it by acting on what you want to be, right? Suppose please, I have these two things, comparison and competition with other people. They are two twin tumors which will never let you live a happy life. So always try to focus on competing with yourself. Suppose you are good at physics. अगर आप फिजिक्स में अच्छे हो तो उसको और अच्छा करने के लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो? फोकस ऑन दैट. डोंट फोकस व्हाट अदर पीपल आर डूइंग एंड व्हाट हाउ दे आर मैनेजिंग. आप रिसर्च करो आपके लिए अच्छा क्या है, ठीक है? और उस प्रोसेस में आपको जो हेल्प चाहिए वो आप भी ले लो, उसमें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट डोंट ट्राई टू compete and compare yourself with any of your friends, any of your relatives. Don't do that. That will harm you. This will not bring anything good in you. So try and focus in building yourself up. How you can build yourself up.
Okay, ma'am.
And next question, Tarushi.
Ma'am, if I take PCM, then which subject will help me in competitive exams and job interviews?
Like, what are you thinking of being in near future? What are you thinking? Like, you want to go ahead with engineering?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if you're thinking of doing for engineering, you have to perform well in all the three. But try to put more hold on what your strength is. Suppose these are three subjects. Maybe you are weak at maths and you are very good at chemistry. So मैथ्स में जितना आप फोकस कर सकते हो करो, लेकिन आपकी स्ट्रेंथ केमिस्ट्री है तो उसको ढीला मत छोड़ने देना, उसके ऊपर अपनी पकड़ मजबूत रखना, ठीक है? और मैथ्स में जितना आप इम्प्रूव कर सकते हो, जितना आप काम कर सकते हो उतना करो.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Tarushi.
Ma'am, next question is from Mehul.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. Mehul
Good
this side.
morning.
Ma'am, my question is, how can I pursue higher studies in Canada and USA?
See, for Canada and US, you have to give that SAT, and those exams are given. So you can focus on building your resume from now onwards only. See, try to work more on your vocabulary. Try to work more upon developing your this thing like social skills, because it is not based on only academics that you will get through there. You really have to work hard on making that thing like you're participating, like, or apart from academics, you are having some, great hand in either artwork or your debating skills, or some articles you can write down, which you can try to get them published in a paper if it is possible. If you, I don't know what your strengths are, so try to build upon, apart from academics, try to build upon those skills and try to gain, more and more uh, certificates and more uh, things which will help you out in going there where you want to go. So जितना ज़्यादा आप वो डेवलप करोगे अपना रिज्यूम, जितना ज़्यादा, बिकॉज इट विल नॉट ओनली कि आप मार्क्स इसमें पढ़ाई करोगे और एकेडमिक्स में वर्क होगा, खाली उसके बेसिस नहीं होगा, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर में भी कहीं ना कहीं आपके कुछ अचीवमेंट्स आपको करने चाहिए. दैट विल हेल्प यू आउट.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, next question from Vanchika. Vanchika Verma.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are.
Ma'am, kindly guide me about the streams and the further courses one must opt for being an educator.
चली गई आवाज आपकी.
Yes, ma'am.
अब I'm not able to hear you.
Am I audible now?
हाँ, try to be a little bit louder.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, kindly guide me about the courses and the streams that one must opt for being an educator.
Courses and scope. See, that is a
Yes.
very vast topic which we really need to, cover up personally. This you have so many areas, to in being an educator. You firstly you need to know educator in which field, right? अगर आपका साइंस में है, कॉमर्स में है, ह्यूमैनिटीज में, there are so many options available. So we really need to sit one on one and get to explore those options, and then only we can find out those things.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.
Ma'am, next question from Sonakshi.
Okay.
Sonakshi, are you there? Sonakshi, you're on mute. There seems to be some problem. Sonakshi, we can take up another question. Meanwhile, let's save time, and later on, if time is left, I will come back to you. Right? Arushi, please ask your question. Arushi?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, myself Arushi Sharma. I would like to ask you, what is the difference between doing BSc in psychology and B.Ed in psychology?
Voice is not clear.
Ma'am, am I audible now?
Be a little louder, Arushi.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, what is the difference between doing BSc in psychology and B.Ed in psychology? Second, can I go with masters in psychology after BSc, or I need to do B.Ed first?
Arushi, you can very well go ahead with a master's in psychology after doing BSc, or you don't need to go ahead with B.Ed first. You have either opt for BA psychology or BSc psychology. The main difference here in between both the things are, like, it is applied psychology if we talk about BSc. And going ahead with BA psychology, you will get more, aspects of being, if you really want, if you want to go to for a research work, you can go ahead with BSc psychology. And if you want to flourish yourself in the field of psychology, counseling, and clinical psychology, then in that case also science would help. That won't make much difference. You can go ahead with both the fields, either go with BSc or you go with BA. Both the things will help you out in being a psychologist or being a research. Basic difference lies is if you are knowing that you already know that you want to go ahead with research work, then opt for BSc, right? And also you're clear if you want to go ahead with clinical psychology. Having a science background will definitely help you in clinical psychology as well, as even I am a science background, and basically my work is on clinical psychology, so it helps me. And after BSc, after doing graduation, you can straight away go with like a MSc or MA psychology, and then you can go ahead with MPhil. Then there's endless, learning is endless. You can go ahead with PhD, you can go ahead with many things. So these are the two things. What was the second question?
Ma'am, the second question was, can I go with masters or not?
Masters
After
आप
doing
कर
grade.
सकते हो. You can do it.
Okay,
You can
thank
do
you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sonakshi, are you ready now?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Ma'am, I
morning.
have a question that how can I choose the stream in class 11th and how can I be sure that whether I'm making the right choice or not?
See, as we have discussed in the session, that you really need to know. There are three aspects, when we are deciding on our career, there are three aspects to it. First is what actually we are good at. See, we have to see, like, अगर आपके पास अभी 10th में 5 सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, उसमें से आपको सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा अच्छा लगता है? इंग्लिश, हिंदी, मैथ्स या साइंस?
Science.
साइंस अच्छा लगता है. सपोजिंगली वी पिक्ड वन ऑप्शन, साइंस ले लिया हमने. फिर दूसरा ऑप्शन आता है कि साइंस में क्या, व्हाट. सो वही मैंने कहा है, ये एक 2 मिनट की बातचीत में डिसाइड नहीं होगा. ये पूरा एक सेशन, 2-3 सेशन लगते हैं, विच विल, इफ यू रियली नीड साइकोलॉजिकल असेसमेंट डन. जो दूसरा एस्पेक्ट होता है वो ये होता है कि आपका इंटरेस्ट किस में है. और तीसरा एस्पेक्ट ये था whether you are capable of doing what you are interested in. तो ये तीनों एस्पेक्ट की आपका इंटरेस्ट भी मैच करे, आपकी कैपेबिलिटीज भी मैच करे, और आप उसको पसंद भी करो. जब हम ये तीन चीजें शॉर्ट डाउन करते हैं ना, तो उसमें 2-3-4 चीजें निकल के आती हैं, कई बार 5 भी आ जाती हैं. बट यू गॉट दैट फोकस पार्ट कि ये 5 चीजें रह गई हैं, 100 में से 5 चीजें रह गई हैं. अब इन 5 में से शॉर्ट डाउन करना है. तो जैसे मैंने सेशन में बोला कि आपको ऐसे लोगों से मिलना चाहिए जिनको आप देख करके आपको लगता है कि मैं अगर साइंटिस्ट बनना चाहती हूँ, तो अगर कोई नोन में है तो उन साइंटिस्ट, अगर नोन में नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं, तो आप रिसर्च करो उनके बारे में गूगल पे कि कौन अपने इस फील्ड में साइंटिस्ट होके क्या कर रहे हैं. छोटे लेवल के भी अवेलेबल है और बड़े लेवल के भी अवेलेबल है. डॉक्टर्स हैं तो अगर फैमिली में डॉक्टर है तो आप उन डॉक्टर्स से मीट करो, उनका लाइफस्टाइल कैसा है, वो कैसे वर्क करते हैं. तो 10 दिन उनके पास, इफ पॉसिबल ट्राई एंड गो एंड सिट एट देयर वर्क प्लेस, ट्राई एंड सी हाउ दे वर्क. जब आप ये देखोगे ना तो आपको पता लगेगा कि हाँ मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है. और ये नहीं हो सकता अगर मानो अभी सब लोगों के लिए रिस्ट्रिक्शंस है, कोविड है, नहीं जा पाते, तो टॉक टू देम ऑन फोन, उनके बारे में जानने की कोशिश करो. Gently go and ask कि I really need to talk to you about, I want to your help in decision making. मैं जानना चाहती हूँ आपका लाइफ कैसा है, आपको लाइक कैसे वर्क करना होता है, क्या वर्क शेड्यूल होता है, क्या क्या करना होता है आपको. तो जब आपको ये सारी नॉलेज मिलेगी ना, तो आपको धीरे 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 क्लियर हो जाएगा. मैं एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे बताऊं, मेरी एक स्टूडेंट आई थी मेरे पास, उसको 11th में साइंस ले लिया था, बट ये क्लैरिटी नहीं थी कि उसको डिजाइनिंग में था, फैशन डिजाइनिंग करना है या फैशन टेक्नोलॉजी करना है. अगर आपको टेक्नोलॉजी करना है तो आपको साइंस लेनी पड़ेगी, और डिजाइनिंग करना है तो आप ह्यूमैनिटीज से भी चल सकते हो. बट उसको पसंद ही साइंस है, मुझे तो करनी ही साइंस है. लेकिन जब धीरे धीरे 4-5 लोगों से उसकी बातचीत करवाई गई, उसने देखा, तो उसको क्लियर हुआ कि मुझे टेक्नोलॉजी में नहीं जाना, मुझे डिजाइनिंग में जाना है. मेरा जो मास्टरी है, मैं ड्राइंग में मास्टरी है, आई लव टू क्रिएट डिजाइन्स, मेरी क्रिएटिविटी वहां है, मेरे को टेक्निकल फील्ड से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. तो इस तरह से यू रियली नीड टू वर्क आउट एंड देन यू, और ऐसा नहीं कि क्लैरिटी, और ठीक है अभी तो हमने अपने पूरे सेंसेस में पूरा वर्कअप करके लिया है, हो सकता है बाद में कुछ हमारा मन लगे कि ऐसा नहीं हुआ, कोई बात नहीं, वो तब की तब देखेंगे. बट एट प्रेजेंट मोमेंट हमें वो काम करके तब आगे बढ़ना है.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, Sonakshi.
Ma'am, Ishika is going to ask you the next question.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ishika.
Timetable should be followed to score good marks so that it doesn't become a burden.
It's not clear, Ishika.
Ma'am, am I audible?
You're audible, Ishika, but clarity is not there. Just try and speak again.
What timetable should be followed to score good marks so that it doesn't become a burden and saturate the mind?
मैम क्लियर नहीं हुआ. आप या तो बेटा आप चैट बॉक्स में टाइप कर दो क्वेश्चन.
Ma'am, I'll tell you her question.
हाँ.
She wants to ask what timetable should be followed to score good marks so that it doesn't become a burden and saturate the mind.
Okay. Yeah, Ishika, as I have already spoken about, you really need to generate that structure and make your to-do list for every day. If possible, make it every day. If it is not possible, make it for a week. Not more than for a week, because in week, you know, like you have to cover up such so and so topic of each and every subject. And once you have done that planning and you are following that plan, what you have made for yourself, you will never get burdened with your study. And marks would never remain, a problem for you. If you focus on what you are planning and what the to-do list you have created, the time you have left for your exams, the amount of course you need to cover. So in that case, planning would really, really help you. Plan your day, structure your day, and make a to-do list. What all you need to complete, and set the priority. Keep all the things on priority based. As I told, like bigger chunks you have to put in first, and smaller ones which are not that important you can adjust later on. So this way, if you go plan your day and make a to-do list, it will be very beneficial for you. And please be patient and be consistent whenever you are doing that stuff. Be patient with yourself. Be nice to yourself. Don't ever किसी दिन target पूरा नहीं हुआ तो कोई बात नहीं. You say I have another day. I will complete it that day. But reason should be कि आपने करा, कोशिश करी. What matters more is you are trying to do it, and you're giving whatever best you can give of yourself. So definitely you will reach heights and you will never ever bother yourself for marks again.
Yes. Ma'am, just a few more questions left.
Okay.
Jia, please ask your question quickly.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
Ma'am, my question is that how can I make sure that my hobby and profession can be pursued together?
By doing a big study on yourself, by interviewing yourself, by interviewing the people who are in that field, by knowing yourself better, knowing your abilities, knowing what you are capable of, whether what you are good at, are you capable of achieving more in that. Getting like सब चीजें आपको अपनी हर एस्पेक्ट से अपने आप को रूबरू कराना पड़ेगा, अपने आप को फेस ऑफ देना पड़ेगा कि ठीक है, दिस इज what you have in your mind, like आप क्या बनना चाहते हो. Do you have something?
Yes, ma'am. I want to take the medical science in 11th class, and then I have to pursue. I was just confused that whether I have to become a doctor and then like
That's completely fine. Give yourself time. So you have two options in your mind. You want to, that is, you're clear that you want science. You're clear on that aspect. So main concern is whether you want to be a doctor, and second option was?
Ma'am, I was sitting for running an institution like that or a teacher like that.
Okay. So you have two options in your mind, right? But try and see what कोई institution से है मानो अगर आपको, go and visit that place. जो मानो coaching centers you're talking about ना, तो कोचिंग सेंटर्स में इतने सारे कोचिंग सेंटर्स हैं. गो एंड मीट हाउ दे आर वर्किंग. गो एंड मीट अ डॉक्टर. गो एंड सिट एट हिज क्लिनिक अगर पॉसिबल है तो देखो वो कैसे वर्क करते हैं. तो जब आप उसमें जा रहे हो, आपको 100 स्कूल में आपको अगर मानो दो ऑप्शंस हैं, एक एक्टिविटी होने वाली है स्कूल में, आपको डांसिंग करना है, आपको ड्राइंग करना है. तो व्हाट विल मेक यू हैप्पी, यू नो कि अगर आपको डांस के लिए कहा जाएगा या आपको ड्राइंग के लिए कहा जाएगा, आपको कौन सी चीज खुश करेगी. दैट यू नो योरसेल्फ. पता है ना आपको ये चीज, बिकॉज आप ये शुरू से करते आ रहे हो, आप देख रहे हो ये चीज. जब आप वहाँ पे विजिट करोगे, उन लोगों को जानोगे, तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि हाँ, इनके वर्क प्लेस पे जाके आई रियली वांट टू बी हियर। मेरे को यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं होता लेकिन कि हाँ, मैं डॉक्टर के लिए वाह क्या चेयर है, क्या क्लिनिक है, एंड आई एम लाइकिंग इट, मजा आ गया, आई वांट माय क्लिनिक टू बी लाइक दिस। इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दैट। इट इज व्हाट वर्क दे आर डूइंग, जो वो काम कर रहे हैं, पेशेंट से मिल रहे हैं। कई लोगों को होता है कि ब्लड की साइड से उनको प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है कि नहीं, मैं ये नहीं कर सकती, ये गंदा काम मुझसे नहीं होगा, आई कांट सी दैट। गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से?
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting
हाँ, तो
it.
वो चीज जब आपको पता लगेगी, आपको वहां पे कितना अच्छा लग रहा है, हाउ यू आर लाइकिंग द वर्किंग स्टाइल, तब you'll be able to more easily क्लैरिटी हो जाएगा। बट वंस अगेन आई वुड से, जब ये डिसाइड हो जाए, आप अपने आप को दो जगह डिस्ट्रीब्यूट मत करना बिल्कुल भी। जस्ट फोकस, अगर डॉक्टर डिसाइड किया है तो गिव योर 100% टू whatever you are trying to achieve, वो जरूर करना।
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You are welcome. Yeah.
Yes, Dhaval, quickly ask your next question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I was not able to join with my ID, so I have joined with my sister's ID. Ma'am, my name is Dhaval Jain, and ma'am,
Yes.